Hey everyone, Kevin here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys exactly how I was able to create a system that's generating an additional $290,000 per year for window replacement companies. And I'm not just going to tell you about it, I'm actually going to live call it, throw some curveballs at it, and let you see exactly how it handles real objections from real leads. Now, I've spent the last year and a half building voiceai systems, and I'm talking sleepless nights, endless testing, iteration after iteration, 12 or something hours every single day for like the past year and a half. So it's been a long time, right? And figuring out what actually converts these things, they come with it, right? Now, through all of that trial and error, I've been able to engineer these systems to not just answer calls, but to actually lure leads in and convert them into paying customers. Now, if you're new to the channel, welcome in. Everything we talk about here revolves around using voice AI and automation to help companies make substantially more money, right? Not just save time, not just be more efficient, actually generate some cash. That's why we're here, to do this with voice AI in the right way, right? And here's why I'm uniquely positioned to show you this stuff. I'm currently a project manager for one of the world's largest voice AI companies, working directly with enterprise clients. When Fortune 500 companies and major corporations want to implement voice AI at scale, I'm usually the guy to call for that. I'm architecting their systems, managing their deployments, and making sure everything actually works in the real world, not just in theory. So I see what works at the highest level, and I see implementations that capture millions in revenue, and I see the bottlenecks that cost companies six figures because they got it all wrong. Right? Every single day, I create these videos to show you what's possible when you start leveraging AI instead of running from it. Because here is the truth. In reality, AI isn't coming. It's already here. A lot of people saying, oh, we're going into... No, it's already here. You need to take advantage of it. And the companies that adapt are the ones that are really printing money right now. So let's get into it. Now I'm going to go ahead and call it.
Thank you for calling 123 Window Replacement. My name is Jack. How can I help you today?
Hey, yeah, so I'm calling about getting some windows replaced for my home.
Absolutely. I'd be happy to help you with that. Can I start by getting your name?
Sure, it's Kevin.
Great, Kevin. And is this for a residential home or a commercial building?
It's residential. It's a 2-story house, and I've got probably about 8 windows that need replacing. They're pretty old, drafty. You know how it goes.
Oh, I totally get it. Old windows can be a real pain, especially with drafts sneaking in. Are you thinking about replacing all 8 at once, or are there certain ones that need attention first?
Probably all of them eventually, but I'm gonna get a sense of the cost first. What's this going to run me?
Great question, Kevin. I know you want to get a ballpark before diving in. For 8 windows on a 2-story home, most folks end up somewhere between 8,000 and 15,000 euros, depending on the style and options you pick. But honestly, we can usually work with your budget, and we've got financing if you need it. The best way to get an exact price is with a free in-home consultation. We measure everything, show you choices, and give you a quote right there, no strings attached. Would you like to set that up so you can see the real numbers?
All right, yeah, that makes sense. How long does the actual replacement take once I decide to move forward?
Good question. For 8 windows, the replacement itself usually takes 1 to 2 days, depending on how tricky things are. From the moment you approve the quote, we're typically ready to install within about 2 to 3 weeks. We'll work with your schedule so it's as smooth as possible. Does that timing sound okay for you?
Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, let's set something up. What does your availability look like?
Awesome. Let me check the calendar. We've got openings this week on Thursday at 2 p.m. or Friday at 10 a.m. If you'd prefer next week, we also have Monday and Tuesday available. What works best for you?
Actually, you know what? I actually need to check with my wife first. We both need to be there for this. Can I call you back?
Absolutely, Kevin. Totally makes sense to coordinate with your wife. Here's an idea. Want me to hold a spot for you on Friday at 10 a.m.? If it works, great. If not, just give us, and we'll find another time that fits. Sound good?
I mean, I really don't want to commit to something if I don't know for sure yet.
I hear you, Kevin. No pressure at all. The only reason I suggest holding the spot is because our calendar fills up pretty fast, but it's not a hard commitment. If you'd rather wait until you're sure, that's totally fine too. Would it help if I offered a slot later in the week to give you more time, or do you just want to call back when you're ready?
You know what? Yeah, let's do Friday at 10 a.m. That should work.
Perfect. I've got you down for Friday at 10 a.m. Can I grab the best phone number and email to send your confirmation?
Yeah, it's 555-123-4567. And my email is kevin@example.com.
Thanks, Kevin. So just to confirm, your phone number is 555-123-4567, and your email is kevin@example.com. You'll get a confirmation and a reminder before the appointment. Is there anything else I can help you with today?
No, I think that's it.
Awesome, Kevin. We're looking forward to meeting you on Friday. Have a great day and stay warm until then.
Thank you. All right, bye. All right, so let's break down what just happened there. So first off, did you catch how it actually was able to handle the pricing objection? I pushed pretty hard back on getting a number and it just didn't fold. It gave me some pretty vague answers, but it validated my concern and it gave me a reasonable range. And then of course it redirected back to the value of consultation. So that's kind of like pro level sales handling right there. And then of course, then when I hit it with the I need to check with my wife objection during the booking, it didn't panic. It didn't just say, okay, call us back. It created urgency by mentioning the calendar filling up and offered to hold a spot for me at that very moment. And that is really how you keep leads from falling to the cracks. All right. And finally, of course, when I pushed back again, it adapted. It offered me a different day to give me more time. That's conversational intelligence. That's not a rigid script. That's AI that actually understands context. Now, imagine having this running 24/7 in your business. Every lead that calls in, even at 2 a.m. on a Sunday, gets this level of service. So no more missed calls, no more voicemails that never got returned whatsoever. No more leads going into your competitors because you couldn't answer a single call. This system alone, but here's where it gets even better. The call is just the beginning. Let me show you in the back end that actually makes sure these appointments show up, because booking an appointment is worthless if they ghost you. So the moment that the call ends, a series of automations kick in, right? And this system has increased show up rates by 65% of our clients, mind you. So let me walk you through it. First, the lead immediately receives a confirmation email and an SMS text with all the appointment details. This gives them something to reference and make it feel official. Second, our team gets an internal notification that includes the appointment details and a summary of the call. This is huge. Your sales reps aren't going into an appointment anymore blind, all right? So they know exactly what the lead asked about, what their concerns were, and what they're interested in. They can prepare, personalize their pitch, and close at a way higher rate. Third, the lead gets reminded, not just once, but 3 times. 1 hour before, 30 minutes before, and 10 minutes before. These aren't annoying, they're helpful, and they work really well, because life is busy and people just forget, right? These reminders keep your appointment top of mind all the time. This system runs entirely on autopilot, and you set it up once and it works for you forever. No team member ever has to remember to send a reminder. No one has to manually type out an appointment confirmation. It just happened. Now, if you include this with Voice AI as well, where it actually calls a person a day before asking them, hey, John, are you able to still make it to the meeting tomorrow? No, I can't. Okay, perfect. Let's reschedule. No, I'd like to cancel. All right, perfect. Let's cancel. Yes, I can make it. Awesome. So tomorrow we'll be talking about this, and that. And then of course, just make sure that you bring this, and that, right? And a Voice AI does all this. It can confirm, reschedule, and cancel appointments for you. And it's just a matter of you going through the process, right? And just setting it up once with a good team, all right? And that's how you scale. You remove the human bottlenecks and you automate the repetitive stuff, freeing up your time for your team to just basically focus on what actually makes money and closing deals. So here's a question for you. If you had a system like this handling your calls and your follow-up, what would you focus on in your business? Marketing, better operations, expansions? Drop a comment below and I would honestly love to know exactly what you guys would do in this specific situation, because here's the thing that I need to point out. While you're watching this video right now, your competitors are building systems like this. They're getting ahead, they're innovating, they're adapting to the market. Some of them even are choosing to stay stuck in the old way of doing things, and they're going to get left behind. That is just how it is, right? But the ones who are adapting, they're capturing every single lead, they're converting them into cash, They're operating 24/7 without adding massive overhead. They are scaling. So the question is, which side of that divide are you going to be on? So look, you've got two options here. Option one, you can spend the next 6 to 12 months learning all of this yourself. You can go through the trial and error, the sleepless nights, the failed implementations. You can figure out synthflow, the best voice AI platform, mind you, the automation platforms, the integrations. You can do it all yourself, right? It's an option. Or there's option two. You can fast track your process and have a team that's already done this hundreds of times, build it for you. That's what we do at Visionary AI. We specialize in synthflow implementations. We build the voice AI systems that actually convert, and we handle everything from setup to optimization. Now, if that sounds like you, book a call using the first link in the description. And honestly, we'll learn about your business, identify where you're losing money, and give you actionable steps that you can implement even today. And even if you don't work with us, you walk away with a clear game plan every single time, right? So with that being said, thank you guys so much for being here. It's genuinely a pleasure to share this with you. And the future of business is pretty much AI powered. I've said this many times. The companies that embrace it will dominate it. The ones that don't will wonder what happened. Now you go out there and book some jobs, all right? Talk soon.